Hi, I'm Chelsea Husum, your host of the Lip Service and Lashes podcast. I'm an entrepreneur, author, speaker, and mom of two. And I'm so tired of women not feeling like they can show up as fully expressed versions of themselves. So here, we're all about that unapologetically, because honestly, we don't have time not to. Literally because we're busy as F moms and entrepreneurs, but also figuratively because we don't know how much time we have on this planet and we want to make an impact now. But if we're doing this, we're making it real vibes only. So let's get inspired, laugh our asses off, quite possibly cry, and feel like you're sitting on the couch with your bestie and a glass of wine. I'm so happy you're here. Let's dive in. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Lip Service and Lashes podcast. I'm your host, Chelsea Husum. I'm so glad you are here. Today, I just have a bunch of random things I wanted to talk about. There's really no rhyme or reason to this episode. It's just stuff on my brain that I feel like rambling about. In general, I've been speaking a lot. I have spoken a lot in Colorado for now quite a few years. And I'm really trying to, last year in 2024, I spoke in Dallas and then at my friend Amberly Lago's Unstoppable Success Summit event. And I'm actually going there next week to speak on a panel. I love her. I'm so grateful to be asked again. It's going to be freaking awesome. And then last year, I also spoke at my friend Rebecca Caffiero's event, the Pitch Club in Scottsdale. So those were, friends, women that believe in me, giving me a chance, right, to speak and, get some exposure, things like that. So I've been slowly developing my keynote speech and am getting ready to finalize that and then want to be pitching myself to big like national organizations, events, stuff like that. So I want to now merge into being a keynote speaker, a paid keynote speaker, on large stages around the country and eventually the world. Like anyone listening, if you have an event in Cabo or Mexico, I'm good for it. So feel free to call me. And yo hablo español, I speak Spanish. So you're welcome. I would love to come. Anyway, so that's kind of my goal, what I'm working on. So I will say though, I was talking to my friend Keisha about this and she's kind of helping me, dial things in and get going on some of this stuff because there's definitely procrastination that creeps in and like self-doubt. And I was telling her, I said, okay, she's like, this is what your speaking fee should be, right? Like $5,000. You need to start there for a keynote speech. And then you're going up at that point, right? As you get more in demand. And I told her, like, here's the deal. I know I have value. I know I have things to say. Like, I believe in myself, right? So it's not like that I'm like doubting myself, but I was telling her that something about like, I'm a girl from a small town in South Dakota. To me, like a keynote is like 50, 60 minutes, right? Maybe 75 if you're getting crazy. But it's just weird in my brain, like what kind of value you have to offer this organization, these attendees or whatever, in order for them to pay you $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, which people make that like for an hour. Right? Like in my brain, it's just like so weird. And that seems like so much money. And so I'm like, I get this is a stupid mental block that I have to work through. But like, yeah, it's just weird to me. And so I'm like, oh my God, who would pay me that much to go, speak? While I like that self-doubt creeps in and I like question it, but I'm like, no, I know I would do a good job. I know I will do a good job. Like, this is what I feel called to do. This is what this lights my soul up. And when I speak, people say, oh my God, I relate to you. You're weird. You have weird stories. It makes me laugh. I try to like bring in some real life stuff and like let's stop trying to be perfect and just friggin' let's be and just be hot messes together. But it's interesting to me. So I'm like, as I'm prepping all this stuff, that is like those thoughts and stuff creep in sometimes. And I have to be like, no, you're worth it. Like, people will pay you a lot of money to speak and you're just starting out, you know what I mean? And to keep going. But I don't know. It's a very weird mental thing. Then I think it was last week, I got this, I joined National Speaker Association and I got this like free call with this guy, this speaking, he's a professional speaker, keynote speaker. He's probably made a shit ton of money. I know he is speaking, right? In the height of his career. He used to sell like courses for like $250,000, guys. I mean, seriously, like holy shit. And he's in the Speaker Hall of Fame, which I didn't know that was a thing, but it is apparently. But so I'm like, oh, cool. I just can't wait to like get some feedback from him about my website, my keynote, whatever. And we get on this call last week and he immediately is like a dick, like a total freaking dick. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, he's just like, he's like, clearly, like, I'm like, did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Are you cranky? Like, what the hell, dude? And he did warm up throughout the call, but I was like, I don't feel we're really aligned there, buddy. And I'm going to take everything you say to me as with a grain of salt. Because he immediately was like, I don't know why your website is like that. Like, why do you have your podcast on there, your book and whatever? Like, if you want to be a speaker, it just needs to be you speaking and that's all it is. And you don't need all this other stuff. They're not buying your brand. They're paying you to speak. And he's like, are you trying to do this for fun or get paid? Because right now it just seems like you're trying to just do this for fun. I'm like, tell me how you really feel, buddy. Ugh. So yeah, that call sucked. And I was like, this doesn't align with me at all. And he's like, I don't know why you think you're going to talk to like, why you just are going to want to talk to women. Like, you're leaving out half the population. And I'm like, well, my vibe is women. Like, but I mean, yes, I can talk to men too, but like my jam is like talking to women and moms and entrepreneurs and right. Whatever. And then he's like, what else did he say? Yeah, he pretty much, he just told me like, if I think I'm going to go to speak to conferences with women in it and women entrepreneurs and like moms, that's just dumb. And if I'm just trying to motivate them with my talk, that's just dumb. And I need to be like selling something and whatever. So yeah, he sucked. That was not fun. But I had to suck it up and like slap on a fake smile because it was on Zoom. It's like, oh my God. But anyway, so then you have people come in like that. And then I like hung up and I was like, oh my God. Well, I felt really good about my keynote direction, my speech direction. And now I'm like, oh my God, is there even a future in this, in the direction I was wanting to go? And then I was like, stop it. Why are you listening to this guy? He's like, doesn't align with you in any freaking way. Move on. So I have. Okay. Another thing on my brain. I can't remember if I talked about this, but I did briefly, but I am going to also be, I've opened up one-on-one mentoring, and this is really for women, entrepreneurs, moms, small business owners. And it's just like, if I've learned the hard way, like I have had the blood, sweat, and tears of building my construction company, right? And like, it's not for the faint of heart. We know that if you're an entrepreneur, but it's like, if I can kind of come in and help women that are busy and that are struggling in this area or that area, or trying to juggle it all, and give them tips and advice and like shorten the timeline for them to like chase success and chase their dreams, then that's just amazing to me. So, and also my friend Keisha, I was talking to her and she's like, I can't tell you how many people out there like are business coaches or mentors and they've never had a freaking business. She's like, what the actual hell? Makes no sense. And she's like, you actually do have a business, like a legit business. It's successful, blah, blah, blah. You have value to offer. So it's like, sometimes, again, maybe you're like, well, who's going to pay me to mentor them, right? But I know what I've done. And I've done all these other things that people ask me about all the time, like podcasting, writing a book, this, that, right? How do they start speaking, that kind of stuff. So it's like, if I can collapse the timeline for people to be to jump ahead and learn faster through my mistakes that I made? Heck yeah. So I'm really excited about that. Calling all badass moms and entrepreneurs ready to stop surviving and start thriving. Y'all, I am officially opening spots for one-on-one mentorship. This is designed exclusively for the women who know they're meant for more, but feel stuck in the chaos of balancing business, motherhood, and everything in between. I'm not just another coach. I'm a proven business owner who's built an award-winning company, written a best-selling book, launched a podcast, and built a platform, all while raising a family. If you're ready to get unstuck and take bold action, master time management and boundaries, build an unshakable CEO mindset, and prioritize your energy without guilt, then let's make your next level happen. Faster, smarter, and with zero apologies. This is not for the excuse makers. It's only for women ready to go all in on themselves. Remember, spots are limited, so if you are interested, head on over now to Instagram and send me a DM with the word mentorship. I cannot wait to talk to you, girl. Probably in the fall, I'm going to do like a community group that is a mixture of like a one-on-one call, some group calls, and then an in-person retreat. So I'm very excited about that. Side note, I did in 2020, yes, I think it was August or September of 2020. It was supposed to happen. So in the spring of 2020, I put out my first retreat, a women's retreat. It sold out. I think it was like 12 people. We were super freaking excited. And then COVID happened. And then also, so I was still going to do it with COVID, but I was like, we'll be doing yoga outside with our masks on and it just sucks, but whatever. And then what happened is there were horrible, horrible fires up in the mountains. This was supposed to be this beautiful home way up in the mountains. And there was horrible fires up there, so much that like hours away where I live, we like couldn't even breathe outside. It was like so smoky. And I'm like, okay, I'm like picturing women outside trying to do yoga, because I even brought a yoga instructor up. And I was gonna have her teach yoga because I'm not a yoga instructor, but like doing yoga in masks, breathing smoky air, like, come on, that sucks. So I canceled it. I gave everybody their money back, and women were like, I'm literally sobbing. I needed this so much. I'm like, yeah, me too. So I've kind of like already planned a retreat and tried to do it. And then COVID and fires, like, just wasn't meant to happen at that point. So I will be doing that as well. And probably, I just love that stuff anyway. So I love bringing women together, like positive driven women, so we can share ideas and like, oh, you're a photographer. Here, I need one. Hey, you build websites? Great. Here, do this, like whatever, all that stuff. So that's my jam. And I'm going to be doing that more moving forward. Okay. Other random things. Like I said, this is a random episode. Okay. So I have been trying to do like less in life. And I say that like I'm quote unquote probably doing more than I ever have done, but it's like doing this podcast. It freaking lights me up. I love it. I love rambling. Hopefully there's one person out there listening. Woo. And if not, I'm just going to pretend there is and just keep going, but like I also, on the other hand, like, yes, I'm quote maybe doing more, but I also protect my time and energy better than I ever have. Like I say no to so much shit that I just don't want to go to, or I just don't have the energy. Like for me, I think I'm like an introverted extrovert. So I love being alone, like so much. I go to the movies alone. I go out to eat alone, like go to coffee alone. It's my freaking jam. I love it. But I can go turn it on and be social, right? I like being around driven, positive, fun, nice people. But when I go out and do that, then I'm like, oh my God, I need to go home and like be alone for hours or days, which let's be honest, I have kids, a husband, that doesn't happen. But anyway, I try. But it's like, it takes a lot of energy for me to like go out and do that stuff, like the networking, the business meetings, this and that. So it's like at this point, I used to go to a lot of that stuff because I thought I had to, but it's like now I only go to stuff like on like a night event for construction, let's say, if it's like a client of mine who I'm trying to support, or it's like a potential new client, or it's something that really aligns. Like I don't just go to freaking everything like I used to. So because it would be to the point where I'm like 2, 3, 4 times a week gone at night, and that sucks. I'm sorry, but like, ugh, no, thank you. I don't have the freaking energy for that. I'm a cranky old lady. I'm a 95-year-old in my soul. I have to, I love going to bed at 9. I wake up at 5:30 and go to the gym anyway. So it's like, I need my sleep. I can't do it all. And so I'm proud of myself that at this point I protect my energy really well. And I only try to say yes to things that I truly actually, it's like a hell yes from my soul. And I don't just say yes out of like feeling the need to. I just don't freaking care at this point in my life. My husband's like jokingly making fun of me because I like have bought all these plants for my house. And I got to say, like back in the day, I killed every plant. Like I would always have one plant and it always died. So I never bought plants because I kill them. But now I don't know what happened. I have like 8 plants in my house and they're all alive and they're like growing. I can't even believe it. I don't know what I did, or I have no idea, but that's exciting. So I love my little plants and I love my birds. I have all these bird feeders all over my front and backyards. I got if you follow me on Instagram, I got the little like camera one. So I've been seeing some like blue jays and like all these cool little birds. So they're like my people. My birds are my people. My plants are my people. So I'm literally moving forward towards a super old, boring as shit lady. And I freaking love it, guys. I love it. And yeah, that's how I fill my time sometimes is talking to my plants and watering them and, filling my bird feeders. So whatever works, I guess. But I don't have the energy for like going out a lot or late night stuff or weekend stuff. It's just like, no, I just don't care anymore. Yeah, I think that's about it. I was also going to talk about that I feel like I might have ADHD, but I just recorded a different podcast on that. So y'all can listen to that one as well. And then my last thing, I just want to say thanks to some of my girlfriends like that I've met in the last probably year and a half. Like I was voice messaging with one of my girls today, Paige, talking to you. And it's just, I love the people that I've met and like how they support me and show up and love me and see me, like truly see me and understand me. And God, I'm just really grateful for amazing friends and like badass women that are out doing shit. Like, just fills me up. So anyway, I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. And thanks for listening to my rambling. But just kind of my point is, let's stop letting self-doubt creep in. Stop letting people who, like that dude that was trying to tell me pretty much that I have no career as a speaker, or I'll just do it for fun. Like, he's not my jam. He doesn't even know me or get my vibe. Like, whatever, dude. Embrace our inner old lady who's boring as shit and that's, kind of cranky from time to time. And just live your life. Do you. Do things that make you happy. Always remember, no BS, just real vibes, you guys. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next time on Lip Service and Lashes. If you loved the episode, share it on Instagram and tag me so I can say thank you and meet you. Or share it with a girlfriend who you know would love this too. Always remember, no BS, just real vibes. See you next time on Lip Service and Lashes.